In this video, I am going to discuss about biodiversity, key aspect, importance, biodiversity of Sri Lanka, various kind of flora and fauna, conservation effort and famous biodiversity locations in Sri Lanka. The proper understanding about biodiversity in Sri Lanka is very useful to maintain and conservation of eco-friendly environment to attract local and foreign traveler to see the location with pride. Finally, it will enhance the economy as well as GDP of the country. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity is the variety of all life on Earth, from the diversity of ecosystems to the variety of species and the genetic differences within those species. It includes all plants, animals, and microorganisms, as well as the habitats they live in and the interactions between them. This diversity is crucial for providing essential services like clean air and water, food security, and climate regulation. Key aspects of biodiversity. Ecosystem diversity, the variety of different ecosystems in a given area, such as forests, wetlands, and deserts. Species diversity, the variety of different species in an area, considering both the number of species and the number of individuals within each species. Genetic diversity, the variety of genes within a single species, which helps populations adapt to environmental changes and resist diseases. Why biodiversity is important. Provides essential services. Healthy ecosystems provide clean air, fresh water, fertile soil, and food. Regulates climate. Ecosystems like forests and wetlands act as natural carbon sinks, helping to mitigate climate change. Ensures food security. Biodiversity provides a genetic pool for developing resilient and sustainable food crops and livestock. Boosts resilience. Genetic diversity helps a species survive shocks like disease outbreaks or natural disasters. Biodiversity of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has exceptionally high biodiversity and is considered a global biodiversity hotspot, meaning it contains a high number of endemic species that are found nowhere else on Earth. This wealth of biodiversity is due to its unique ecosystems, including rainforests, wetlands, and coral reefs, as well as its long history of isolation as an island. The country has high species density for flowering plants, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals compared to other Asian regions. Various kind flora in Sri Lanka. Flowering plants. Sri Lanka is home to a vast number of flowering plants, with a high percentage being endemic, found only there. Forests. Its diverse forest types, including tropical lowland wet evergreen forests and montane forests, support a wide variety of plant and animal life. Various kind of fauna in Sri Lanka. Mammals. Sri Lanka has a high number of mammal species, with a significant portion being endemic. Birds. It is home to many endemic bird species. Reptiles and amphibians. The island has a high concentration of endemic reptiles and amphibians. Fish. It has a rich diversity of freshwater and marine fish species, particularly in its coral reefs and wetlands. Invertebrates. The country also hosts thousands of species of invertebrates, including numerous endemic butterflies and dragonflies. Biodiversity conservation efforts in Sri Lanka. In situ conservation efforts to conserve biodiversity include managing protected areas like forest reserves and sanctuaries. Ex situ conservation. Conservation also includes ex situ methods such as maintaining zoological gardens, gene banks, and botanical gardens. National policies. Sri Lanka has implemented national policies and strategic action plans to protect its biodiversity. Awareness and research. The government and various organizations are engaged in awareness programs and support research related to biodiversity. Famous biodiversity locations of Sri Lanka. Famous biodiversity locations in Sri Lanka include Sinharaja Forest Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its primary rainforest, Yala National Park, famous for its leopards, and Utawala National Park, which has a large elephant population. Other significant sites are Minariya National Park for elephant congregations, Walpata National Park for its natural lakes, and the coastal and wetland areas like Bundala National Park and Madhu Ganga Sanctuary. Sinharaja Forest Reserve in Sri Lanka. Located in southwest Sri Lanka, Sinharaja is the country's last viable area of primary tropical rainforest. More than 60% of the trees are endemic and many of them are considered rare. There is much endemic wildlife, especially birds, but the reserve is also home to over 50% of Sri Lanka's endemic species of mammals and butterflies, as well as many kinds of insects, reptiles, and rare amphibians. Yalai National Park in Sri Lanka.
Yala National Park is a huge area of forest, grassland, and lagoons bordering the Indian Ocean, in southeast Sri Lanka.
It's home to wildlife such as leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, as well as hundreds of bird species.
Inland, Sithulpawa is an ancient Buddhist monastery. Nearby caves contain centuries-old rock paintings. Southwest, Mughal Mahaviharaya also has ancient Buddhist ruins.
Both are pilgrimage sites.
Udawala National Park in Sri Lanka.
Udawala National Park in Sri Lanka is a premier destination for wildlife, renowned for its large population of elephants that can be seen year-round. Established in 1972, the park is a key sanctuary for a diverse range of animals, including wild buffalo, crocodiles, sambar deer, and numerous bird species, all set within a varied landscape of grasslands, riverine forests, and marshes surrounding the Udawala Reservoir. Visitors typically explore the park via guided jeep safaris, making it a must-visit for wildlife enthusiasts seeking to experience its unique ecosystem.
Wilpata National Park in Sri Lanka.
Wilpata National Park is the largest and oldest protected wildlife sanctuary in Sri Lanka, renowned for its unique villas, natural lakes, and diverse ecosystems that support a rich array of wildlife, including leopards, sloth bears, and elephants. Beyond its natural beauty, the park holds significant archaeological and historical importance, with links to early Sinhalese history and archaeological ruins scattered across the landscape.
Bundala National Park in Sri Lanka.
Bundala National Park is a significant wildlife sanctuary in southern Sri Lanka, renowned for its diverse wetlands that attract a wide array of birdlife, making it a top bird-watching destination. Designated as both a Ramsar wetland site and a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, its unique landscape includes lagoons, mudflats, sand dunes, and forests, which provide habitats for species like elephants, turtles, and numerous migratory birds. The park is especially important for wintering migratory birds and is considered a crucial site for waterfowl.
Madhu Ganga Sanctuary in Sri Lanka. The Madhu Ganga Sanctuary, a vast wetland ecosystem located in the southern province of Sri Lanka, is a natural wonderland of immense ecological, biological, and cultural significance.
As one of the last remaining tracts of pristine mangrove forests in the country, and a designated Ramsar wetland site since 2003, this sanctuary is a critical biodiversity hotspot and a lifeline for the local communities that depend on its resources. The sanctuary, covering over 900 hectares of area, with much of it covered in water, including the Madhu Lake and the estuary, is a complex and rich ecosystem.
This is end of presentation.
I think you have got better understanding biodiversity, key aspect, importance, biodiversity of Sri Lanka, various kind of flora and fauna, conservation effort and famous biodiversity locations in Sri Lanka. The proper understanding about biodiversity in Sri Lanka is very useful to maintain and conservation of eco-friendly environment to attract local and foreign traveler to see the location with pride. Finally, it will enhance the economy as well as GDP of the country. If you like this video, please press subscribe button and many more educational and technical video you can see in the future.
Thank you very much your attention.